Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to who is the biggest threat to the champion. Today we're talking about 145. Alexander Volkanovski, again, very, very, very good fighter. I mean, he's 25-2. His only recent loss is against Islam Makhachev, where some people thought he won. I thought Makhachev won 3-2, but Alexander Volkanovski won, even if he didn't. I mean, his performance was absolutely incredible. So now, again, of course, we have the Yair fight. He's not going to be on here just because that matchup is already happening. I do think it is a good matchup for sure, and I do think there are some challenges for both guys. But today we are talking about, again, who's the biggest threat. And honestly, I have three guys. Three potential guys that match up stylistically wise could give him some issues. Number one is Arnold Allen. He's a big boy. He has good cardio. We've seen him when he fought Max Holloway, how game he is. We don't really know how good he would do if Volkanovski tried to grapple him. And even if he wasn't getting takedowns per se, just putting him against the cage, grinding on him, that type of thing. We don't really understand or know how that would play out. But what we do know is Arnold Allen is huge, he's very strong, and he adapts very, very well. I mean, again, that Max Holloway fight, he performed very well. It's Max Holloway. And again, I don't know necessarily if he would win. That's not what this is. But I think that would be a incredible matchup. Just because, again, Allen showed he had good cardio, so it shows he has good composure, shows that he can adapt on the fly when he needs to. And I think that's very, very, very important. Next is Ilir Topuria. Now he is fighting Josh Emmett to see if he beats Josh Emmett, he will fight for the gold. I do think he beats Emmett. I think Emmett has a puncher's chance because he is very, very powerful. But I do think Topuria wins that fight. More to come on that when I break that down. But Ilir Topuria against Volkanovski. The one thing I could see people complaining about that fight is, and I would probably agree, is the cardio of Topuria. After 2.5 rounds, maybe 3 rounds, I think Topuria would have some cardio issues, and to where like Volkanovski wouldn't. But in the top 15, Ilir Topuria absolutely is a threat. He's very powerful. His ground game is very good. It's just how does he deal with that overwhelming style of Volkanovski, especially if you start to slow down. And third but not least is Giga Chikadze. I know Giga hasn't fought since the Calvin Kattar fight. I know that, but stylistically, again, this is not to say he's going to win or anything like that. It's just matchup-wise. Giga presents a lot of issues, I think, because of his kicking style. Again, ground game might be a total flop. It might not be as hard as you would think if Volk could get him down. But he does strike, obviously, very, very well. Very good kicks. Punches are okay. Not the most powerful guy, but he kicks very, very well. And, again, Topuria, as of right now, is the only guy that could be coming up next. I obviously don't have Josh Emmett up there because I don't think matchup-wise that is a crazy matchup for him, just because I think the volume and the poise of Volkanovski would cause more issues for Josh Emmett. Again, he hits hard, he does wrestle, but I like that matchup for Volkanovski. Again, just a quick one. Who is the biggest threat? Who's the biggest threat out of these three? For me, personally, Arnold Allen. Just because I think his cardio would last a little bit longer than the other guys. Topuria, I think the first couple rounds, or at least the first 2 rounds, would be unbelievably difficult for Volk. But I think if it got easy, I think it would get real easy. Arnold Allen is the only one I think that would be a tough matchup all the way through. Even if Volk wins, he would have to be on his P's and Q's. Let me know who you guys think. Giga Chikadze, Ilir Topuria, Arnold. Who's the biggest threat to take that belt away? As always, guys, subscribe, like, comment, and we know what happens next. See you at the next one. Peace.